CPTSD can make a normal day feel like an emergency you cannot turn off. You can be safe, you can be loved, and your body can still act like something bad is about to happen. That is not weakness. That is a nervous system that learned survival so well, it is still trying to protect you. Quick definition. Complex PTSD, also called CPTSD, can develop after long-term, repeated trauma, especially when escape was hard or impossible. It often includes classic PTSD symptoms like re-experiencing and avoidance, plus deeper layers like chronic shame, relationship struggles, emotional regulation problems, and a shaken sense of identity. In this video, I am going to match 10 of the most common CPTSD symptoms to 10 coping skills you can use in real life. This is not about forcing yourself to get over it. This is about stabilizing your nervous system so you have more choice in the moment. Symptom 1, emotional flashbacks. An emotional flashback is when you suddenly feel fear, shame, rage, or grief that does not match the present moment. You may not see a clear memory, but your body is convinced it is back then. Coping skill 1, name the now. Say out loud, this is an emotional flashback. Look around and name 5 neutral objects you can see. Plant your feet and press them into the floor for 10 seconds. Then say, I am here, in this year, in this room, and I am safe enough right now. This helps because labeling the state shift and orienting to the room pulls your brain back toward present time. Symptom 2, nightmares and trauma sleep. Nightmares can be vivid and repeating. You might wake up in panic, dread bedtime, or never feel rested. Coping skill 2, rewrite the ending and make an exit plan. If you have a recurring nightmare, write a short alternate ending. Keep it simple. Someone arrives, a door locks, the lights turn on, you find your voice, you get out. Read that new ending every night for 1 week before sleep. Then create an exit plan for when you wake up. A small lamp, a glass of water, a grounding object, and one phrase ready to go, like, that was a trauma dream. My body is trying to protect me. I am here now. This helps because rehearsal can soften the nightmare loop, and the exit plan reduces the feeling of helplessness. Symptom 3, hypervigilance. This is when you are always scanning, always tense, always bracing. You startle easily. You cannot relax even when nothing is happening. Coping skill 3, safety cues and soft eyes. First, find 3 cues of safety in your environment. A locked door, a pet, a warm drink, daylight, a friend who feels calm, anything real and concrete. Then soften your eyes. Instead of staring at one point, widen your gaze and take in the whole room like a camera lens zooming out. Now take 5 breaths where your exhale is longer than your inhale. This helps because your brain is scanning for threat and you are training it to scan for safety. Symptom 4, triggers and sudden panic. A sound, a smell, a tone of voice, a text message, and suddenly your body flips into fight or flight. Coping skill 4, the 90-second surge. Put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Tell yourself, this is adrenaline. It peaks and falls. Then breathe slowly for 90 seconds. If breathing feels impossible, do 90 seconds of brisk walking or shaking your arms and legs to move the energy through. This helps because panic is a chemical wave. You do not have to win an argument with it. You ride it safely until it passes. Symptom 5, dissociation or feeling unreal. You might feel numb, foggy, disconnected, like you are floating or like the world is far away. Coping skill 5, temperature and texture anchoring. Hold something cold like a chilled drink, an ice pack, or cool water on your hands. Then touch a textured object and describe it out loud, rough, smooth, ridged, soft, bumpy. Then say your full name, your age, and today's date. This helps because dissociation disconnects you from sensation and cold plus texture brings you back into your body fast. Symptom 6, avoidance and shutdown. You know what you need to do, but your body says no. You procrastinate, isolate, or numb out. Coping skill 6, the 2% step. Pick the smallest possible action that is only 2% of the task. Open the email, but do not reply. Put shoes on, but do not leave yet. Wash one plate. Stand outside for 1 minute. Send one word, hey. This helps because shutdown is often a freeze response. Tiny actions restore motion without overwhelming you. Symptom 7, intense shame and self-blame. This can sound like, it was my fault, I am too much, I am broken, even when your logical mind knows that is not true. Coping skill 7, externalize the shame voice. Write the shame sentence down as if it is spoken by a character, not by you. Give that voice a name, like the critic, the warden, or the old story. Then answer with a neutral truth, like something happened to me. My reactions make sense. I am learning. I am not the problem. This helps because shame feels like identity. Externalizing it turns it into a mental event, not a fact. Symptom 8, anger, irritability, or sudden rage. You might explode over small things or carry a constant simmering anger that scares you. Coping skill 8, safe discharge and one boundary sentence. First, discharge safely. Push against a wall, squeeze a towel, do a fast full body shake for 30 seconds. Go for a brisk walk, then use one boundary sentence, short and simple. I need a minute. I cannot talk about this right now. Please lower your voice. This helps because anger is often survival energy. If you move it through the body, you can speak from choice instead of from explosion. Symptom 9, relationship insecurity and fear of abandonment. This can look like clinging, pulling away, testing people, mistrusting kindness, or reading danger into silence. Coping skill 9, check the story. First, name the story your brain is telling, like they are mad, they will leave, or I did something wrong. Next, name the data, what you actually know for sure. Then ask one clarifying question, like, hey, are we okay? Or can you tell me what you meant by that? This helps because CPTSD trains you to predict harm. This tool separates prediction from reality. Symptom 10, chronic emptiness, depression, or loss of identity. Sometimes CPTSD makes you feel like you do not know who you are without survival mode. Joy can feel unfamiliar or even unsafe. Coping skill 10, values-based micro-identity building. Pick one value to live today, like honesty, gentleness, stability, courage, or creativity. Do one tiny action that matches it. Drink water, tidy one corner, write 3 lines, step outside, send one supportive text, then say, this is who I am becoming. This helps because trauma steals the future by keeping you stuck in the past. Values-based actions build identity one brick at a time. Before we end, one important note. Coping skills are powerful, but they are not a replacement for support. If you have suicidal thoughts, self-harm urges, severe dissociation, or you feel unsafe at home, please reach out for immediate help. If you are in immediate danger, call your local emergency number right now. If you can, look for trauma-informed support. Therapies like EMDR, somatic therapy, parts work like IFS, and skills-based trauma therapy can be life-changing. And I want to say this clearly. CPTSD is not a personality flaw. It is an adaptation. The fact that you are here, learning coping skills, is evidence that a part of you still believes you deserve a life that feels safe. If this helped you, please like and subscribe, and tell me in the comments which symptom hits you the hardest. I can make a follow-up video with a simple daily routine for that exact struggle.